and equal to negative 86. Now, it says to solve, so this is more than just simplifying then. We need to actually solve for what x is going to give us. So first, well, take a look at the equal sign. The equal sign is kind of like your fence, okay? We need all the like terms on one side of the fence and then these other like terms on the other side. So we're going to move our 6 over to this side of the fence because that is the like term with negative 86. Okay, and then we have our x's by itself. So we have negative or 8x minus 4x plus 6 equals negative 86. We're going to simplify this 8x minus 4x, and that becomes 4x. Now I have plus 6, and I'm going to subtract, because that's opposite. That's going to turn this into a 0, 6 minus 6, and then do what I do to one side of the equation, I have to do the same to the other side of the equation. And so I have negative 86 minus 6. And then I get 4x now equals negative 92. And then how do I solve for x? I have to divide by 4 because then that will give me x by itself. And I have to solve or divide by 4 both sides of the equation. So negative 92 divided by 4 is going to give me x, and that's going to be negative 23. Here we have a little bit more of a complicated equation here. I'm going to use my distributive property to distribute the 7 through the parentheses and then combine my like terms. So I have 7x plus 21. And then plus 5x, and that's equal to 69. And I want to solve for x. Again, I'm going to combine my like terms, 7x and 5x. So I get 12x plus 21, and that's equal to 69. So now I'm going to subtract 21 from both sides of the equation, because that way I have this becomes 0. So I have 12x equals 69 minus 21 of 12x is equal to 48. Now how do I get the x by itself again? I'm going to divide by 12 because 12 divided by 12 will give me 1. And then I can have 48 divided by 12 and x is equal to 4. There's our solution. X is equal to 4. Here we have the parentheses in the later part of the equation. So 20 minus, I'm going to distribute the negative 9, and I will have negative 9y, and then negative 9 times 4 is giving me negative 36. So now I combine my like terms again, and I have negative minus 9y right here. And what they did here was 20 minus 36 is negative 16 minus 9y equals 2. So now I need to bring the negative 16 over to this other side because I need to have this combine the like terms to the other side of the fence. And so now I'm going to add 16 because that will eliminate negative 16 plus 16 is going to become a 0. But I have to do the same thing on the other side. And so now I have negative 9y is equal to 18. And how do I get the y by itself? I have to divide by negative 9. And y is going to be 18 divided by negative 9 because this cancels out. And y now is equal to negative 2. All right, now here, all we have to do is just simplify 18x, but you have the negative outside of this parenthesis, so you have to distribute the negative to the equation inside the parentheses. And so we have 18x plus, this is negative 4x, and then remember a negative and a negative become a positive. Remember the way the two negative signs come together and they turn into a positive. And then that's going to give me plus 9. Then I'm going to combine my like terms again. Negative 18 minus 4 x's, okay, and then plus 9, and then that's how I get 14x plus 9. And that's my final answer, because all I had to do here was just simplify, not solve. One more example. Okay, now it says solve. And I'm going to distribute this minus sign again in through the parentheses. So I have 9 minus x minus 8, because this is minus x, and then minus 8, equals 20. I combine my like terms. 9 minus 8 gives me 1. This is minus x. And then I'm going to bring this 1 over to this other side of the fence again. Negative x. Okay, so here my 1's cancel out to become 0. And I have negative x is equal to 19. But I have to divide by the negative sign again. Negative 1. So then I have x by itself. Okay, this is the same as saying negative 1 times negative x. Negative 1 times 19 now. And then I will get x is equal to negative 19. And that's my final answer. Okay, now let's see if we can combine. We have 5x, 3x, and 4. I'm going to combine my 5x and 3x, and I get 8x plus 4 equals 40. And then I'm going to bring this 4 back over to this other side here. 8x is equal to 40 minus 4, because this becomes a 0. And then 8x is equal to 36. And then I'm going to divide by 8 so that this will cancel out. And x is going to equal 36 divided by 8, which gives me a decimal, 4.5. And there is my answer for x. So your assignment for chapter 8.1, this is a very short assignment because these are fairly simple. I think you guys will catch on with this very quickly. And you only have 6 problems on this. And we are combining. We're going to continue right into section 2 for the next part.